Grandpa Honesty Guy Atmosphere is going to talk about sex and spirits. You're going to have to get used to it. Plenty of people might complain. But I'm telling you what, my experience with Christianity has been difficult, partly because I was not prepared with the truth that when you are engaging in arousal and sharing arousal, it can draw spirits in around you that begin getting a measure of control over your mind, your emotions, and your willpower. Nobody ever talked to me about that stuff. And nobody talked with me with delight about how this body was actually designed to be enjoyed and shared with someone. Your body was designed to be shared. So that's that point. We're going to go in that direction. But a minute ago, I heard he died of leukemia. And that brings me to the responsibility of telling a story. In 1994, 95, 96, Yahweh revealed himself to me simply by showing me the messianic prophecies and the preservation of the Hebrew scriptures and the Koine Greek New Testament. I'm not going to go into the details of that. I started out in one church that was extremely focused on the written word details. But then I started scanning around to other places, other gatherings. And when I went to Brother Halcom's church in, I guess it was Riverton, New Jersey, people were telling about the miracles. I mean, leukemia went away. I heard this story about leukemia going away. My friend, Aldo Jones, was in the hospital with leukemia. I knew that I had walked into this church to hear about a leukemia healing so that I might somehow help him. And I got to tell you something. I got busy. I sort of chickened out a little bit. I didn't follow up with the people who were actually willing to meet up with me at Jefferson Hospital in Philadelphia. And I was busy with a lot of other things, including church things, in a church where people didn't believe in miracles. And then I got this news. My friend Aldo is dead of leukemia. I just overheard a person say, dead of leukemia. I knew that the Holy Spirit wanted me to tell this story. I'm telling you, there are so many pivotal things going on in your life right now. So many different things. A relationship with a person that needs to make a transition. People that you can help you be more supernaturally minded, more God-minded. That you may not hang out with and get power from. Make your decisions for safety and for the rising generation. We have a rising generation who has access to information that's so swift they can figure out whether your stuff is fake or whether it's real. And if you are doing Christianity without regular times in a family setting where there's 2 or 3 families and some individuals together, where there's a strong elder who's going through the list of ways that we tend to be stupid and check in, if you're not having regular honesty times, I guarantee you that there are people around you who are getting farther and farther away from their best work. This was a practice in the peoples that Jesus of Nazareth taught for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Simple family honesty. You come together and you say, okay, are we right before God? And are we right with one another? Is there a place where your conscience is troubled? Did you say a bad thing? Has the Holy Spirit been asking you to do a certain thing? and you're afraid of doing it, this is the first thing that we do when we come together, before prayer, before worship, before nice, pleasant teaching. But the dark side has cut this out, and in 60 years of Christianity, I say this again, in 60 years of Christianity, I have not heard one great teacher, good historian, anointed person, I have not heard one repetitively underscore the idea of regular honesty times in the home. Check out the miracles on the street ministries like the Last Reformation and Field and Go Harvest and Pete Cabrera Jr. Check out Zume Project, Curtis Sargent, Big Life. Check out the early Christian writings people, Dean and Tanya Taylor, David and Deborah Berceau, Scroll Publishing. But I'm telling you, right here in Bartow, Florida, I am making a foundation alone of day-to-day life, friendship with God, punctuated by family honesty and family thank you and celebration times. You know, a stitch in time saves 9. And if you're not willing to look at the human fabric and see how it needs to be repaired, you'll have gaping holes everywhere. You have to maintain the threads of your life. And the way that you maintain is by carrying your troubles with others. No human being was designed to carry a scary, ugly, dark thing in the Garden of Eden. So that's why we put the things on the table and we all carry them together. That is the game. It's happening here. Consider visiting. Consider having a conversation. Thanks. I don't know how to do this. Low battery. X.